Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Judd Burden here with Asphalt Kingdom, and I am here with a superstar, actually a brother that's a new brother to me for sure. We've been chatting a lot and enjoying. He's actually a customer of ours, but we've grown a relationship. We keep in touch quite often, and we work together. Welcome, James Tartaglia, Top Gun Asphalt Maintenance.
Thanks, man. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great, man. Sunday morning, ready to rock and roll, Sunday morning. Sunday fun day. Hey, listen, we have to get on here to share some really important information with people. We were chit-chatting about how line striping has essentially been a gateway of opportunity for you and being able to grow your business. And so can you share a little bit about kind of, you're on a project, you're on a FedEx project right now, a big parking lot there. Maybe you want to share a little bit about how adding line striping to your business provided you with opportunity to grow your business and maximize it.
Yeah, absolutely. So when I first thought about doing line striping, I was kind of hesitant because of the price of the equipment. Was it's not cheap. Those line stripers are quite expensive, and I was trying to get some work in line striping, and it just seemed like I had to get some big jobs to kind of pay for the machine, right? Because it's not as lucrative as other services we offer. So I was kind of hesitant, and I decided to pull the trigger after talking with you, after talking with Andre. I said, you know what, I have to offer it just because it's in the business that we do, right? It's another service to offer. So I just went ahead, pulled the trigger, and the breakthrough, like the opportunity we've gotten from line striping to offer other services was amazing. I started advertising more on for line striping. I've gotten the first contract actually that I got was a apartment complex. I think it's a 6-plex or 7-unit apartment building, quite a big parking lot. And when we went there for line striping, they only wanted about 7 spots striped. So it was a really cheap job, right? So I went there and I started talking with the owner of the property, and it was an opening for me to sell on seal coating and on crack repair, right? And on some pothole fixes, pothole patching as well. And they ended up doing the whole thing. So it turned from $100 to $200 job to a couple $1,000 job. So that was the first opportunity we've got. And then it just started coming in like crazy. Like we did a veterinary hospital that they called me for line striping because they hadn't gotten their parking lot striped in, I think it was something like 6 or 7 years. So the lines were non-existent really. And their customers had a hard time parking and knowing where to park. So we went there and I think it was something like 20 some spots or 30 spots with handicap signs and cross hatches and whatnot. So it was about a $600 job. And when I got there, I started pitching, the benefits of coal tar emulsion sealer and crack filling because their parking lot didn't need repairs, and some pothole fixing and all that good stuff. And they ended up going with the whole thing, my friend. And, it turned from a $600 job to a over $5,000 job just because they called me to get those lines. And as I was there, there's a Canadian Tire right in front. And they called me, the guy just pulled into the parking lot because he saw I was doing some work. And he said, listen, if you want to come to the parking lot in front and give me a price for crack filling and line striping, he said, the lines might not need to be done this year. I'll decide on that, but it needs to be crack filled. And it's a 60,000 square foot parking lot. So that was another, $3,000-$4,000 job that I would, and keep in mind, I would not have gotten that if I would not have been called for line striping. So, I made $8,000 to $9,000 only starting with a $600 line striping job. And it keeps on going. It's just, even where I am here at Armor Transportation, I was called to line stripe 6 of their warehouses. We're talking about, hundreds of thousands of square feet per warehouse. And, we build a relationship with the line striping. I was able to offer them a very good price. The company that did it before did a horrible job. Not to badmouth any company, but the lines were really off, so we had to we had to remodel the whole parking lots, and I gave them a good price, and building relationships with companies like freight companies. They are very, very keen on building relationships with distributors and whatnot. So if they can get a good company to do the lines, they offered some crack filling work, some patch work. So that again, it's a couple $1,000 job that might turn into tens of thousands of dollars. You know what I mean, down the line, just because of the size of the places, right? So it's when I say gateway to opportunity, you really have to think about, would you have been here, and would people have seen you do work, and would the guy from Canadian Tire, the owner, came in and see me if I wouldn't have been called for lines, right? So it's not only the money I made there, but it's also the money I made from being there. So the machine paid for itself after 2 jobs.
Really snowball effect. And I got to say, James, man, I'm so proud of you, dude. Like, I remember when you were first getting started, and I've watched you grow, and I watched the way that you share, and you really pay it forward to the communities, the groups online and everything. And I got to say, it's these kind of conversations that we have right here, where you've experienced something that has impacted your business positively, that we want to help other people do the same. And that's, when you're talking about crack sealing, when you're talking about line striping, a lot of people say, well, I won't go out to the job unless it's a $1,000 or $2,000 job. And I would ask people to reconsider that, because there's a cost per acquisition in every scenario. And the reality of it is that $600 striping job, like you said, brought in roughly around $7,000, $8,000, off of a $600 job. And that $600 job was still going to be somewhat profitable for you, but you saw it as opportunity to get there, to let people see that you were on that parking lot doing it. And let's face it, the second most important prospecting vertical is people that your people know. And so if you get on a job and you get referrals and those kind of things, these are great opportunities, or as you say, a gateway to opportunity of growing your business. So congratulations, man, on doing that. And I think a lot of people need to take this advice and really run with it. I hear a lot of people wanting to start in the crack repair business as a starting point, just to get going, and focusing on that reactive maintenance, where it's unsafe and those pavement assets are going to deteriorate quickly. Crack repair, again, is like a gateway into selling additional services and allowing other people driving by, or people that the people know, to really engage with you. So pretty awesome stuff, man.
And that's the thing, right? It's if you think about crack filling and you think about line striping, but line striping more, it's an absolute necessity for businesses, right? Crack filling is not a necessity. It's a good thing to have. Seal coating is the same thing, but it's a necessity. So if you're trying to pierce through the commercial market or the industrial market, getting that line striping machine is going to give you the opportunity to go there and then tell them, well, listen, I'm walking around measuring for your lines, and by the way, crack filling, you would benefit from that because yada yada yada, and you do your pitch. And most of the times, if you're good at explaining, and what you're explaining makes sense, which, I mean, if you're already in the crack filling business and the seal coating business, you know what your pitches are, what your rebuttals are and whatnot. So get that sales pitch out, and chances are you're gonna get the work. And the line striping machines are really not cheap, and it's kind of, depending on what your situation is, you might think, I don't know if I want to spend that much money. But at the end of the day, commercial is where the money is at. And if you're trying to pierce through it, you need to get the machine that will do work that is a necessity for the business, and that's how you get in, and you're just rolling in dough after that.
It's also a great thing, striping too, because you don't need 15 people on the lot, right? You can have one. Were you striping alone there, or did you have somebody helping you?
I'm striping with one of my guys. Yeah.
Amazing. So 2 people, you're able to go in and stripe, and then you've got all this business, and of course you're selling the other jobs as they're coming by and seeing your projects. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's like you said, it's the snowball effect, right? It's You're there, and we're in an industrial park right now where they have all their warehouses almost like in the same area, right? The 6 warehouses, they're all in the same area. There's other warehouses in the area, and you know, they need line striping too, and they might drive by when we're here. The truck is on the side of the road, big logos. I mean, you see it right there. It's on the side of the busy road here. People are driving by. They see us work, and people talk to people, man. Like, you know, these managers of these warehouses, they have customer relationships. They might have, you know, there's a company right there that they're selling doors, you know, doors and hinges. They might be delivering their doors and hinges, and they might know the managers there, and they might say, listen, if you want your line stripe, call this guy, you know.
You know, that really comes back to, and you and I have had chats about this, but we're not an asphalt maintenance company. We're a marketing and sales company providing asphalt maintenance services, right?
Absolutely.
And so while you're there on that job doing striping, those kind of things, you're in your mind, you're marketing and selling. I see you're posting photos on your social media. I'm watching you take advantage of what it is that you're doing each step of the way, man. James, congratulations on your growth, man. Continue crushing it, brother. And thank you for all the shares that you've put out there, man. And I know this share will help a lot of people too. So as James has said, everybody, you know, don't consider line striping as spending money. Consider line striping as an investment opportunity to a gateway that allows you to grow your business and provide additional sales services to the projects you're working on. Absolutely. It's great. Cool, man. Well, listen, I'll let you get back. I know you're busy there. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy Sunday to share with everyone, bro.
All right. I appreciate it, man.
Everybody follow Top Gun Asphalt Maintenance on everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, right? You're on Instagram and Facebook. Right on. Right on. And for any clients that are out in the New Brunswick area, right? New Brunswick area, reach out to James Tartaglia, everybody. Top Gun Asphalt Maintenance. Thanks, James.
Thanks, man. Have a good day.
See you, bud. Bye. Bye.
Take care. Bye.